Hi.
We are.
After 10 years, I first came across the Asking is Giving book. So last week came again. So I was a little skeptical, but today was like the last week or week and a half I've been like listening to a lot of the videos and like, okay, it's time. So it happens to be around here close to where I live. So I have a question. Sometimes I feel like the universe is just teasing me.
Sometimes we feel you're depriving yourself of things that you could have. Sometimes we think you're teasing yourself.
Could be. It could be. And I want to cross the bridge. That's what I want. I want to see where I stand sometimes because I realize that I have like we all do have the ability to manifest and create things. Sometimes I ask for something, like for example, one time I asked for a hummingbird feather, so I found the whole hummingbird. So things like that. So, personal relationships. I get this close. I have the person that I want to be with, and it seems like it's going, and suddenly, boom, gone.
This is a very good day to have this conversation. You see, what most people do as they are approaching a subject like a relationship that they want, or a dead hummingbird, or
I didn't want it dead. I want it alive.
or a pile of money, whatever it is. Most people, because you are, and we love you so much, oriented toward the now moment where you can see it and hear it and smell it and taste it and touch it. So most of you, when you decide that you want something, you jump in here. So what can I do about it? What can I say about it? How can I move more toward it? What action can I take? Or even, what can I learn from you, Abraham, or from you, whoever you are? What can I learn jumping right in where I am? How can I just jump in where I am and improve my experience? And we want you to improve your experience, and we know that there are things that you can do right here and now with your eyes wide open that can cause you to offer a little less resistance, which can make things move more in your favor and not so much against. But we also know that that's really the hard way of going about it, because there is all this that came before this. We want you just for a moment to start with us by accepting the existence of law of attraction. Can you do that? And by accepting that you are vibrational and that you are projecting thoughts and that those thoughts are being responded to by law of attraction and that that eventually equals what you're living. So you get what you're thinking about whether you want it or not. Now let's talk about law of attraction, and let's talk about law of attraction in terms of momentum, because there is a process. If you have a seed, let's say a kernel of corn, and you want a stalk of corn and you want corn ears so that you can eventually have a nice meal with them, and you put the kernel of corn in the ground and you prepared the soil and now you're fertilizing it and watering it, you understand that you want to give it a minute. You want to give it a little time. You just wouldn't get so impatient that you're stomping on the ground and then digging it up and eating the kernel of corn. You understand that there is a process. So in the same way, we want you to feel this process of momentum from the thoughts that you think and what you're asking for and their full manifestation. And we want you to recognize with us that you are here in your physical bodies because you like manifestation. But that doesn't mean that it's only the in the moment money in the bank account or in the moment person in your life experience that is the manifestation. There are manifestations all along the way, because every moment that you don't have the relationship that you're looking for is a manifestation too. And how you feel during those manifestations when that person isn't there yet have everything to do with how it's going to feel when the person is there, or whether or not the person ever really shows up. Did you hear that? You have a whole lot of manifestations. Here's a manifestation, and here's one, and here's one, and here's one, and here's one. Lonely, 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 really lonely, really lonely, really lonely, really lonely, really lonely. Lonely. So lonely. So lonely. Well, distract yourself. Don't be lonely. Be glad about something. Be happy about this. Be happy about this. Be happy, 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 happy. I can't be happy. My lover's not here yet. Well, then change the subject. I can't change the subject. I've got too much momentum going. Then meditate. Do something that allows you to change the subject, because you cannot have a lonely, lonely, lonely journey on your way to the relationship that you're looking for. It just doesn't work that way any more than you could dig the seed up out of the ground and then wonder why the corn never shows itself to you. That was good. But even more important than this is the way that you're going to get to the relationship, even more important than that is the I'm happy here and I'm happy here. I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with this meditation that has quieted my mind. I'm satisfied with feeling energy moving through my body. I'm satisfied feeling source within me. Love that thought. Love that thought. I'm so satisfied with that thought. Satisfied with that rendezvous, satisfied with that conversation, satisfied with that great idea, satisfied with that impulse to go. In other words, you got to get into a satisfaction mode in order to be satisfied on the topics that are important to you. So you don't even have to be on the subject of relationship. In fact, it's better to get off the subject of relationship, because that subject is active in a way. As you were describing, you were very descriptive about how they come and go and they don't stick and near misses and all that sort of thing with your gestures. We understand that, but you can't get there from there. That's a really powerful statement that we mean. You can't get there from there. You can't jump in over here at the manifestation stage with all the habit of thought and all the habit of vibration that you've got going and change anything. You're just going to get more of the same. If all you're doing is looking around at what you've got and looking around at how it is and joining groups with others and talking about what is and how it is, nothing changes. You just keep getting more of the same. Different places, different faces, but more of the same, more of the same, more of the same. But the good news is, in all of that, you're launching rockets of desire and your inner being is tending them. So when you get back into this replenishing mode, then you start enjoying the journey. You see, we would like you to say to your lovers when you find them, rather than saying, yay, finally, where have you been? Or I'm happy, 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 happy. Esther sat on an airplane next to a young couple, and Esther really thought that this really cute girl was going to wear the skin right off of her boyfriend's hand. She never stopped touching it. Esther wanted to touch it too. She was all over his thumb and between his fingers and up under here and over here and under here and over there and down there. And the savoring that she was doing, it was so beautiful to see. She just savored everything about him. The savoring is intense, and we know you want to get to that place, but there's got to be other savoring before there's a hand. There's got to be other savoring, you see. And if there isn't, then there's not ever going to be a hand in your hand.